The problem is that the ethanol creates more water and fuel, and with diesel in boats, it sits around in the humidity and the temperature change and a bad load of gas. It's going to get water in it sooner or later, sitting around. People, with the economical situations these days, people aren't using their boats as much, and they're going to, the tanks are going to swell in humidity and create condensation inside of the fuel tanks. We have two styled socks. We have one called the AQ12. This stock pulls out up to 12 ounces of water, and we have another one that pulls out up to 28 ounces of water. There's a chemical inside the bag that only touches the water. What you do is we have a small string inside of the package that you tie on securely in the sock. You drop it down into your sending unit or access hole, and it lays down at the bottom of the fuel tank. You leave it in there for a period of no longer than 72 hours and then remove it. If you have water in there, the chemical inside it is going to absorb, and you're physically able to pull the water out of the fuel. Eventually, everyone's going to need one sooner or later. It would always be good to have one on hand. Water is the biggest issue in fuel these days. That's where everything starts, from the bottom of your fuel tank. Your engine's not going to run right. And the AquaSock also works in tractor trailers, in an automobile, RVs, anything that runs on fuel. If you have an access hole to drop one of these AquaSocks in, it will work. So no matter what, you have to get the water out of your fuel. AquaSocks can save you a whole lot of money. Instead of having to drain hundreds of gallons of gas or whatever, even 50 gallons of gas at $3 a gallon, $150 for $15.95, you might be able to save the fuel instead of dumping the gasoline. And with diesel fuel, you have to pay a guy like me to come out and polish your diesel fuel, which is not cheap. So you might as well try an AquaSock.